Yeah, turn the volume up.
All right, welcome in here to Mount St. Charles Academy for 15U matchup between the Junior Mounties and Seacoast Performance Academy, SPA, coming to town to take on Mount St. Charles Junior Mounties. Tim Duffy and Jay Costa on the call. It's been a while, Jay.
Been a while, Tim.
I mean, you've been able to run it up, but we're excited. We're back here. We're here with some vengeance here at Mount St. Charles.
Yeah, man, you know, coming up on 2 years since we first did a game together back at URI. I believe in December it'll be 2 years. It's been a long ride. I'm excited to be here. First ever Mount travel game, and I'm excited to do color with you, man. I missed you a lot, bro.
Missed you too, man, of course. As it's two 22 and a half minute halves. It is the same thing as yesterday. We had quite a few games yesterday that were two 22 and a half minute halves, and today the same. And, you know, in a way fastens it up a little bit. But it's Junior Mounties taking on SPA. And two halves, the first of which starting right now.
Yeah, Tim, it's going to be a great game. I see a lot of talent on both sides of these from both rosters. Seacoast got some really great guys, so does Mount.
And we're underway here in this 15U matchup. Stephen Cover immediately takes a shot. And Cover gets it saved right there.
Yeah, Tim, that was a great save by the man in net there. I can't tell who it is just based on looking at him. I don't see a jersey number at the moment, but great save by him, glove save.
And it looks like it's number 32, Camden Jackson. It's either 32 or 74. Yeah, that is Camden Jackson in net. And in net for Mount St. Charles, Quinn Bomer. As this will be stopped dead here immediately. An icing call against Seacoast. Interesting first 16 seconds already. A couple stops of the clock.
Yeah, so far looking pretty solid, pretty slow pace, but that's just it's an okay way to start it. Couple guys off the bench now for both sides and face off in the defensive zone for SBA.
Swap down to center ice. Here's Jakob. Now hitting it up ahead that time. It's Junior Galberto from Mount. This one around the net, got tipped around. Jakob spinning, gets rid of it at center ice. Freeman gonna take it back for Seacoast. And Janello off his stick. Freeman able to get it against the wall. Jakob fighting for it against the boards here. He's gonna tap it one more time and it stays with SPA. Mazzola. And now Jakob. Here's Stephen Cover. Far side, flips it up ahead. And behind the net, Jackson gets out of there. Next play. We're 90 seconds into this one.
A lot of offense so far, Tim.
In the first 90 seconds, a lot of offense.
Yeah.
There's Berard. Dumps it up ahead. Berard at the blue line, gonna take that one, and that one hits off the back of Braden Willis here. His own teammate. Out of the pile. And Willis had a chance right in front of the net. He couldn't get a stick on it there, and that time the shot from Cody Costello gets saved by Jackson.
Yeah, Tim, that was an absolute howitzer from Costello. Right into the pads of Jackson. He able to pin it to the ice. I mean, these kids were all born in 2009, and they're hitting shots better than some guys playing in RIIL right now.
Absolutely. Some high-level hockey here at Mount St. Charles. We see it every week. Whenever they're at home. Here's Costello. And this one gets tipped on Willis's pass. Pelosi, Colton Summer. Summer couldn't hang on. Turn it over. But Seacoast unable to do anything with it there. And this one off the wall, Pelosi going to let him take off. Here's Pelosi, great pass off the wall. Summer gives it up. Pelosi from behind the net trying to wrap around and get a shot off. He gets the rebound here, left side point. Pelosi steps into it. That one safe. Second try, third try. Berard gets the loose puck and his shot gets tipped. Flies out of play. Great deflection there. I think that was Luca Desjardins who got a piece of it on that one. But Mount, I mean, like you said, some great offense here, and they had a couple of chances right there. That puck was right loose in front of Camden Jackson, but no Mountie there to tip it in.
Yeah, it was a really big opportunity there for the Mounties. That really started in the neutral zone with Tomas Kubish losing the puck. And that sequence of events, 3-4 shots, and couldn't get it in the back of the net there.
Could not. They're going to fix the net right here as well. Face-off coming up. Looks like Hinteman will be the face-off man for Mount. With Desjardins. Hinteman going to win it here. Sam Chartier. Just a little bit left. Chartier gets it back. His own end here. Kaler chasing after it, Hinteman, but couldn't get the angle with Anderson, and SPA will stop Hinteman laying a little hit, and it lets Kaler have a chance to get it back. Anderson is there first. They turn it over. Rowley trying to keep in the offensive zone as Mount. They've done a good job of doing that. A very good job so far here in the first 3.5 minutes. This one all the way back to Anderson. St. Gelais going left. St. Gelais leaves it for his man, but turns it over. And Mazzola gets it right back. Pass inside for St. Gelais. And it goes by him right there. There's Watton. Nobody home. As this one's against the board. Kaler. Pelosi, not Pelosi, that was actually number 4, Christian Semetsis. Summer wants Semetsis, wow. His shot is saved. Slap shot from that right side point, and Jackson makes another save there, but Mount, they're getting the shots off so far here in the first 5 minutes, Jay. Just cannot squeeze one in up to this point.
Yeah, Tim, they've had a great job with possession. It's about as close to 100% possession as you can get. They've had the puck most of the time here so far, and I expect more of the same. So, like with this one, as another shot gets ripped into the pads of Jackson.
That was Jakob that time. Jakob couldn't hold on. Down the ice, he's got Watton. And you know, you mentioned that almost 100% possession. That's a big reason why. Whenever SPA is getting in the offensive zone, they just have, you know, looks like one bad pass and then their possession's over.
They're smothered every time, Tim. And they can't be making those mistakes, especially against a really talented squad like Mount.
Janello. On off target a little bit to the left. Semets is trying to clear it out. Jakob. The icing. No, yes, icing against Mount. First icing call against the junior Mounties. And, you know, that kind of ends a pretty big streak of, you know, running clock right there. The clock can't stop in quite a few minutes. We're almost 6 minutes in this game already.
Yeah, it's been about 6 minutes in, and the first time the clock stopped in a long time.
On the other end now, on the plus side of the ice for SPA, and this one will find Beamer. He'll cover up.
You know, as Beamer falls on top of it and we're waiting, I do have a question for you, because it's been about a year since I've been here, Tim. Where are the penalty boxes in this rink?
Right below us, right there, Jay.
Okay, there it is. There we go. Usually they're across from us, so.
Berard fighting for it off the wall. Yeah, usually they are across from us, but Mount, you get a great vantage point here.
Mhm. Mhm.
16.5 minutes left, and they're going to blow this one dead. They do it again here. I think there's another early jump on the face-off. And Jackson will cover up that time. Makes the save.
It's a good effort by him. Not the best shot in the world, but able to cover up and get another face-off here.
Alberto, Berard. Berard sends it in there. This one is swatted down. I don't even know where that puck went, but now it's in the hands of Desjardins. St. Gelais takes it, and Beamer makes the save. Probably the best looking shot from Seacoast so far in this one. And this will be, I think, is this a penalty, the first of the game? Or the net move?
I believe the net move there, Tim.
I think so too, yep. No penalties so far.
No, I've never seen a penalty shot outside of a shootout calling a hockey game, actually. It's, it'll be a sight to behold for myself, at least.
I've seen a couple of them, it doesn't happen all too often.
It's not like soccer where they're giving them out left and right,
Definitely not. You would know as a former goalkeeper.
I would. Came back to the land last night, or not last night, 2 days ago, watched senior night. A penalty kick there that was conceded. 6-1 win on senior night, though, for the boys. So really happy, really proud of them.
Lawton off the wall. It's going to find Costello. Turn it over. Inside shot is saved. Jackson denying Braden Scuderi there. Scuderi got to get it back here. And this one slips in. Scuderi from behind the net puts Mount St. Charles on top.
Wow. Great shot there. Put it right behind the pad of Jackson. Just hit him in the back of the leg. Dribbles right into the net. And Scuderi opens the scoring early here. Just great heads-up play by him, Tim.
And, we kept saying, Jay, we feel like one of them's going to come soon. All the shots we're getting, but that one, a little bit of an unorthodox goal. It was a highlight play, though, for Braden Scuderi. Caught me off guard. I don't know about you, Jay.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. When you saw them going crazy over there, it's the beauty of travel is they have a little more freedom to do kind of celebrations like that and be a little more hyped up about goals. Their coaches aren't as on them about it as a high school coach would be.
As they should be. All these guys are coming to Woonsocket, Rhode Island.
The pinnacle of New England hockey.
Hey, you're missing a ton of it. So Mount with a 1-0 lead. Looking to make it 2. Kaler. Far side, Kaler off the wall. Rowley going to chase up after this one. Rowley sets it up inside for Hinteman. Hits the post. Slap shot from way deep for Romano. That one got knocked down as well. And blow this one dead here.
That was a great sequence over there, Tim. The net got knocked off the pegs and a couple really good shots there. Jackson had a good save. I thought there was going to be one going in the net from the back posts, pass across the face. And now we're looking at a face-off in the neutral zone after that crazy sequence of events.
It's face-off at center ice. It's over 8 minutes into this one. Pelosi And Luca Desjardins on the face-off here. Semetsis up to Summer. Summer lost control of it there. It's going to bounce back all the way over to Semetsis. Pelosi will race for it. Jackson comes out of net. Pelosi got a stick in there, though, to keep in the offensive zone for Mount, except it's going to bounce all the way back on the other side of the ice here. Semetsis losing the handle on it, contesting him hard is Matisse St. Gelais. But here comes Semetsis, got out of the pile. Pelosi dekes his way by. Defender actually could not. What a defensive play by Dulac. He gets called for the icing afterwards, but you don't see too many guys pick Rocco Pelosi's pocket like that.
Yeah, you know, Pelosi's a really talented kid. Got some of the highest class speed in the game right now, and especially for kids his age. I mean, he's a fast guy getting out. You saw him get out there, and he's really skilled with the puck at his stick. So being able to pickpocket him like Dulac did is really impressive, to say the least.
It sure is.
I was listening to this song on vinyl last night, Tim. Cage the Elephant, great song. Cigarette Daydreams.
Cigarette Daydreams.
I believe
this is all
so.
over TikTok.
Yes.
Jay Costa, chronically online.
Chronically online. Definitely not chronically on my record player, that's for sure.
I am too, though, so I won't lie.
We posted a TikTok this morning, Tim.
Me and Jay just posted TikTok. But yesterday, Junior Mounties, in a close one, they beat the BC Junior Eagles 6-5.
Wow.
In a very high-scoring game. That was the second of 4 games for Mount yesterday. Morgan couldn't hang on to that one. Braun swings out to Mazzola. Mazzola up to Braun, and Braun, he got by him there. Berard didn't have to make a play on that because it's an icing against SPA again.
That was a great pass. Just couldn't find his man, but really pinged that across the ice there. And just a great play overall that's nulled by icing. So just got to keep making plays like that, and then you get on the score sheet, SPA.
Watton getting it back for SPA for not too long. Sederi takes it back. Here's Berard, and Braun sliding to stop that pass from Brody Berard. Dulac got that one on net, and Beamer makes the save. Icing against Mount that time. And the bench below us for SPA, they're saying they just called icing on the other end. So they think the puck should be on the other end of the ice. Officials trying to calm down the coach. These officials, man, they take a lot of heat. They did change the call, put it in the Mount offensive zone, but not sure what happened there, Jay.
Yeah, you know, they're just doing their jobs. They take a lot of heat, but I think at the end of the day, that was the right call.
Jardines trying to get it out of the defensive zone for SPA. This one in traffic, trying to slide it forward. AJ Smith. Cover. Cover gets around the defender. Cover trying to get through. And couldn't get a good stick on it that time to get a shot off. Some pressure from behind there. Hinterman takes it back at center ice.
Yeah, Tim, I thought he was going to poke it in there. Just couldn't get it through. Just going to get through the sticks of the goalie. And now counter the other way.
And the offsides here. Put the puck at center ice. Still no penalties in this game. It's about midway through the period, too. 11:20 to go here in the first half, I should say. So we have a bunch of games here today. 3 games here on Fans Only Sports. Like me and Jay here for the 18U game up next against Yale.
That'll be a good game, Tim.
And Jay has the 16U game. Same matchup against Yale as well.
All by myself. Tim, you didn't want to come stay with me for that one?
We'll see how it rumbles. Either way, you're on the call. But here's Semetsis going right, and this. Another stoppage here. Offsides again against Mount.
It's a good attacking run here. It seems like things have kind of slowed down a little bit, Tim. There was a lot more high speed, high pace play for the first 5-6 minutes. Dropping down now to around the 10-minute mark, and we're starting to see it becoming more lax, laid back, and I think SBA is starting to defend a little better now.
They are a little bit. And they had to because Mount came in here swinging. Getting a bunch of shots on that. Still is dominating possession time. The whistle blown again, and this will be going back to the other way. It's a high stick against SPA. Not enough to warrant the penalty, but it's going to be on the offensive zone here for Mount. Berard gets in there. Pelosi got a stick in there. Almost was able to tip it in. Missed it a little bit left. Here's Summer trying to help out Pelosi against the boards here. Pelosi. Willis there as well. They bounce back over to Berard at center ice. Ooh. Willis got Pelosi with him. Gives it up. Pelosi scores! A laser beam.
Tim, what a great play there. Pelosi really showing his talent and his game space and game awareness. On that left side, by himself, the far side. No one around him. Passes across the face from Willis, and a great shot and an even more spectacular goal on the close side of the net for him. And just some great play overall.
What a shot by Rocco Pelosi. And, you know, I always say this. Seems like he's due for, if not a goal, at least a point every game. And he gets a beautiful one there. The assist to Willis, who set it up perfectly for number 14.
Great save on the other end too, Tim. You know, Tim, Rocco Pelosi as Willis and Pelosi come down the line again.
Same thing again. They get it back to Willis, and Willis scores this time. Willis to Pelosi, back to Willis, and it's 3-0.
That was a great play, Tim. You know, I was just about to say, Pelosi is one of my favorite players to watch here. That we see play. I mean, he's such a spectacular player, and he gets the assist from Willis. He says, "I'll give you one as well. You pat my back, I'll pat yours," and gives Willis the assist after Willis provided him one earlier. It's just some great connecting play from these two forwards.
So that's 2 goals in less than a minute there, less than 30 seconds actually. 3-0 for the Junior Mounties. And what a way to turn things around. I mean, we were just talking about how this game had tightened up a little bit.
Yeah.
And Mount, trying to get this thing back out of being out of reach. Pelosi and Willis combining for 2 goals just like that. One apiece for both of them. Talk about spreading the wealth, right?
Yeah, that line is so spectacular, and the things they're able to do together is amazing. They gel really well, and it showed on both of those combo plays.
Omacholi couldn't hold on to this one for Mount, but Morgan will get it back in the neutral zone here. St. Jude Lake giving them a hard time from behind. And going to blow this one dead, and a face-off coming up. Just under 9 minutes now to go here in the first half. It's gone by pretty quickly.
I think most of the broadcasts we do together go by pretty quickly, Tim.
Just too much fun.
Yeah,
man.
just so much fun, man. These games are always really good. We always get the best games. I think that's the great part about when we're working together. We got some really good games.
We do. I mean, 3-0 objectively. That shot. Second try. They had 2 chances right there for Sean Sweeney. And Sweeney couldn't put in either of them. Beamer with a couple of great saves. And now, I don't know if this one went out of play, but they blew it dead in the corner right there.
Not entirely sure what happened there. We got a man in the penalty box now, Tim.
Oh, yeah.
It's Bickle.
It's Bickle going to the box for 2 minutes. I imagine it's a cross check.
I'd guess so. It looked like that was maybe what it was in the corner.
So tough to see in the corner from our vantage point sometimes. But that's the first penalty of the game for either team. And it's the first power play belonging to Mount, who's already up 3-0 so far in this one. Berard sets up Summer, had a great look. High slot, that one got saved. Willis fighting for it. Costello looking to help out. Summer joins the pile as well. Finds Berard. Here's Pelosi, back to Berard. This one got tipped and it's taken back by SPA. Short-handed shot. Beamer makes the save there. You don't see Mount, especially this 15U team that's so good, allowing short-handed shots like that, but they do there. It's Pelosi on the other end now. Scanning. Feeds to Berard. Sends it in there, and that one got tipped on its way there. Sweeney trying to dump it out, but here is Berard again. Back to Pelosi. Summer. Pelosi finds it, gives it inside for Costello. And Willis. Pelosi, that one gets by him there. We're halfway through the power play. And uncharacteristically slow power play for this 15U team so far.
Yeah, usually they're pretty good with the power plays, really fast-paced, and we just haven't seen that so far.
Pelosi going near side. Pass inside. That one got tipped, and it's going to go on the other end again. Now Junior Galberto will come in. So will Scuderi and Jakob. They leave Semetis out there as well. Semetis trying to get through traffic. He got a shot off, got saved by Jackson. 20 seconds left on the power play. Semetis able to get it back. He's lunging. He falls on his face. Gives it up. Jakob at the blue line. Here's Galberto with 10. Galberto with some space. Galberto with a shot. That one's saved. Cover. We're going to get the rebound. Galberto's there as well. Final 4 seconds. And SPA with a crucial penalty kill.
That was a great power kill by SPA, Tim. And just really great play by them. I was kind of expecting that. They're a really hard-nosed defensive team. Even with the goals they've allowed, I think that just shows the quality of Mount.
Zola and this Seacoast Performance Academy team trying to get on the board for the first time today. This one is up ahead to Stephen Cover. Cover stops on a dime, tries to give it up inside. This one's loose. Galberto trying to get there, but Mazzola able to make a good play, get that stick back. Under 6 to go here in the first half. Here's Henderson. Berard, near side. Berard tipped up in the air and goes out of play.
There's an interesting sequence of events there, Tim. I mean, not a lot of offense. Finally, at the end there was a shot at the end, but a lot of passing, a lot of holding the puck, and I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to reestablish that dominance after I would consider a weak power play for their standards.
Very weak power play. I mean, it's a team that's so good on the power play, especially with the guys they had out there too. You know, all their prominent goal scorers. Is this one gets tipped. Kaler trying to get there for it, or rather Hinteman. Berard trying to get it to Hinteman. This one flies in the air. Will fly behind the net. Here's Jackson. Smith. Jardines. Here's St. Gelais. Costello racing after it. Rowley, he couldn't catch up to it. Here's St. Gelais. Behind the net, that shot. Ooh, St. Gelais was set up for him, and the Seacoast parents here, they thought they had one. But Quinn Beamer says, no thanks.
Yeah.
As he goes on a play here in the stands.
You know, Quinn Beamer, really clutch defender so far, defending that net, and absolutely spectacular by him. He hasn't let anything by him today, and there's been a lot of great opportunities from SBA. SBA is a really quality team on the offensive end. They just haven't been able to show it because of how amazing this Mount team is.
This Mount team, defensively, they've been very underrated today. We've been underrating them a little bit. We haven't been giving their defense enough credit so far. I mean, honestly, we talk about the possession time and, you know, kind of attribute that to the offensive dominance in the early, especially in the first few minutes. But this defense, they have not allowed really anything for Quinn Beamer to look at so far here in this first half. You know, that's really been a good-looking shot for SPA.
Yeah, you know, we got to give them their flowers, like you said. I mean, a good defense is a goaltender's best friend, and that's exactly what those two are in the back line for them. And the other guys who also played on the back line for Beamer.
Almost run the official right here. Morgan got a shot off, missed it a little bit left. Loose puck, Morgan steps into it. Second chance here. Oh my goodness, Omacholi had a chance to tip it in. What a defensive play right there. That was Smith. Or actually, it was Jacob Turcotte who had the puck right in front of the goal line, end line right there. And Turcotte slapped it out of there. I mean, gotta give SBA some credit. What a goal-saving play right there.
That was a great goal line clearance. You know, that's the kind of defensive acumen that you need to be able to perform at this level. And the heads-up ability to see the puck skirting by your defender, by your goaltender, and able to get over there and knock it away. A great play by Turcotte, and you know, just a spectacular effort to keep another one out of the back of the net.
And you got to give him some credit. That was a spectacular heads-up play. Inches away, literally maybe an inch away from being a 4-0 Mount lead. That'll be offsides against Seacoast. Pretty easy call right there.
You know, bringing it back a little bit, after that crazy defensive clearance, there was a pretty big hit in the neutral zone. I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm not sure if you missed that one, Tim, but
I think I did, yeah. Must have.
It was a huge hit. I wasn't expecting that in a 15U game.
These guys got some hits in them.
They do. I wouldn't want to be on the other end of one of them, and they're considerably younger than we are, Tim.
Definitely are. This will be another penalty. This time it's a slash. It was away from the play at that time, and this is going to be against Rocco Pelosi. So Pelosi will go to the box for 2 minutes, and SPA will be on their first power play today.
Yeah, a much needed power play for SPA. They really need to get something going here. We'll see how good Mount's defense penalty kill is. And without one of their key contributors so far in this one, it'll be interesting to see how their offensive output during this power play as well.
Yeah, so Pelosi now with a goal and an assist off the ice. Dulac for St. Gelais. Watton, long shot, tipped
Wow!
in. They tip it in. And I think it was St. Gelais. I'm going to see in a sec right here. And on the tip to make it a 3-1 game. That is, Luca Desjardins with the goal.
Wow, Tim.
He was souped up after that one, huh?
An absolute ripper Magoo from Watton, and then a nice little tap in by Desjardins. Great play there by everyone, and they're trying to reel this one back in. Not a lot of people get a goal by that man in the net there, Beamer. So this is really impressive for them. And I think this will be a good output. It signs of more to come for the second half. I think we'll see a couple more goals from this SPA team. They're starting to click.
So this goal, Luca Desjardins, the 15-year-old, just turned 15 about 6 weeks ago from Mascouche, Quebec. A power play goal.
Wow. Another big shot there from the back, Tim.
So Mount, I mean, they go, they strike out on their first power play. And the first power play for Seacoast, they're able to punch it in, and they did it in just 16 seconds.
Yeah. You gotta think that Mount wants to get one back on the next power play, or just in general after seeing that one.
Or it was 22 seconds, rather. Now we are officially inside the final 2 minutes of the half. Cover. Looking for Galberto here. Cover. Pass across the ice for Scuderi. This one gets by him. And Cover will try to get it back here. Thompson gives it up. Watton gets by one. Watton pass inside. They scored again. Oh my goodness.
Wow. I told you, Tim, that was a sign of more to come. And not even a minute later, they slot one through the legs of Beamer.
And it's Sawyer Thompson with the goal. So 2 goals now in a 63 seconds for SPA. They make it a 1-goal game, and Thompson punches it in.
Yeah, Thompson's had a really good season so far. Out of Columbus, Ohio, he's a spectacular player. It's the reason why they brought him into SPA, and he's showing his offensive production right away.
That's his 5th goal of the season. This SPA team coming in here with 11 wins, 2 losses, and a tie, and showing their resilience right now. Down 3-0. Now that shot, Pelosi, did he put that in? No. Got saved by Jackson.
Tim, Pelosi's hungry. Right in front of the net again. He, like I said earlier, he's got that game sense. He knows exactly where to be on the ice at all times, and he was in a really good spot, but Jackson, a great save there.
It looked like Mount was going to punch right back on that play. Ooh, a huge hit taken by Chartier. This is going to be a penalty. Interference penalty. And, go in the box with no hesitation is Watton. He'll go in there for 2 minutes. So, minute 13 left here in the first half, and this will leak into the second half unless Mount can score in the next 73 seconds before intermission. Second power play for Mount, and like we just said, they failed on their first one. Got to get one right here.
You've got to imagine they want to here, Tim. And I'd say at this point now, after conceding 2, it's almost a necessity to put one in this power play.
Minute remains. And necessity, I mean, up 3-2. I mean, you've got 2 unanswered in the final minutes of this first half. This might very well be a necessity, like you said, Jay.
Yeah, you know, the momentum's really shift. They could use some right here.
Pelosi, this one gets tipped on its way to Willis. Berard. Pelosi, 30 seconds left in the half. So bounces down the ice for Sweeney. He has a chance, shorthanded. Oh, and Sweeney just missed it right. Final 18 ticks. Summer. That one got tipped on its way to Berard. It finds Pelosi now. 10 seconds. Willis. Berard takes it. This one knocked down and covered up on by Jackson. Then some tangling after the play. Costello and Jackson get into it, looked like.
Yeah, Jackson there, you know, falls right on top of it, stops the play. But that was a great offensive output there on the shorthanded, mind you, from SPA, and almost an opportunity to tie it up. Great save there by Beamer, and then on the other end, another good set of plays, and Mount almost extends the lead and ends the power play with a goal, but just couldn't do it. Now with 5 seconds left, the power play is surely going to burn out into the next period.
Four seconds left. Pelosi. Big hit against the wall. Willis. Oh, they had a chance. Right there. The end of the half. With Summer, but slips by him. Now some talking after. Turcotte's in there with Berard. That's going to end the first half. So Mount, they scored 3 to begin this one. They allowed 2 to end the half, and going to half number 2 in a closer game than what we imagined, Jay.
Yeah, Tim, you know, I really wasn't sure what the scoreline was going to be coming into this. I know Mount's got a really talented squad. And I also know that SBA doesn't get 11 wins for no reason. So both these teams are really good, and I knew that from the beginning. But just looking at it right now, the output has been absolutely spectacular from both sides. I'm expecting some really good hockey in the second half. And I wouldn't be surprised if SBA goes and ties it up after this power play's over. I mean, just a spectacular game for them. And for Mount, you know, Pelosi, Willis, a great connection on that line and that attacking output. Their defense has been spectacular, even with the 2 goals allowed. So expecting a lot from both sides. Really excited for the second half of action here in Mount.
Sure are. As we come back, 22 and a half to go. Clean sheet of ice, and we'll see you guys in a sec here from Woonsocket. All right, we are back here for half number 2. Seacoast able to trim this to a 3-2 game after being down 3-0. Tim Duffy, Jay Costa back here at Allard Arena as Junior Mounties still on the power play for another 35 seconds and counting down. Jay, what do you expect to see in the second half? I mean, Mount got very early. This power play, like you mentioned, was almost a necessity after missing their first and then allowing a power play goal.
Well, here's the thing, Tim. I'm expecting that they're going to come out with a plan here. I mean, they had an entire, 10 minutes to really plan something up for this power play. I think they've got something drawn up. They've got some ideas. It's still a necessity to put this one in. They need the momentum. They went out of the half with SBA having all the momentum here, and they're starting to play more aggressively. SBA is pressing a lot more. They're playing like they want it now, and Mount needs to have that fire back again.
Scuderi got that one tipped, and whistle blows again here.
I'm freezing, Tim.
Yeah, no, it's getting short. I got my beanie in the car. I should have got it at halftime, but intermission rather. I mean, I guess you could say halftime because it's only one intermission.
Yeah.
But, there's 2 halves, but I'm going to put this one, the power play is officially over. Mount 0 for 2 on the advantage. And, another penalty here.
Back-to-back power plays now.
Yeah, so it's going to be Smith going to the box.
You've got to imagine if they don't score on this power play, Tim, their coach is going to be pretty heated. I mean, they're 0 for 3, one of the best power play teams that in the league, and so far 0 for 3. Really surprising so far. I mean, they're such a high-flying team.
So A.J. Smith in the box. We're going to wait for the verdict above. There's away from the play right there. Pelosi's shot gets saved. But yeah, like you said, Jay, I mean, 2 power plays pretty much in succession right now. And, I mean, if that last one wasn't a necessity, this one, probably is.
100%.
They fall to 0 for 3. I mean, it's a little bit different. The last one, you're kind of trying to get back in the groove those first 10 seconds or so of the second half, when it's going from period to period on the power play. But this one, 2 minutes, and Pelosi, that one gets by him right there.
And that was just a concentration thing there. I mean, right at his stick, just couldn't keep it with him, and now they got to reset from the back.
Pelosi around the corner. Costello shoved the man from behind. Here's Berard. Back to Pelosi. Inside for Costello, got saved. Second try, it's bad up in the air, still alive. Brought down by Willis, a shot missed it right. Costello gonna chase after this one, get the long rebound. Berard. Off the stick of Summer. Bad against the wall, Pelosi. That one off target to the right by a fair amount. Willis up to Costello. And then Summer. Berard. Summer will get that one. Pelosi. Berard. Tipped. Around. Slapped this one off the skate of Berard, and it's going to bring the power play down to about 30 seconds once they recollect. 35 now and counting down.
I'm really surprised. They really haven't generated a ton on this power play, or really any of them. It's just, this is what really took me by surprise. They need to be better on the power plays if they want to be more competitive in this. Even with the lead, it just doesn't feel like they want it anymore.
20 seconds left here. Scuderi to Semetsis, back to Scuderi. Feeds his man. That was Alberto in the slot. Missed it too tall. Final 5 seconds, and that is going to conclude the Mount power play. 0 for 3. 3 strikes, and they have not done anything with it.
We've talked a lot about the Mount's struggles on the power play. I think we should give a little credit to the power kill. I mean, SBA was 3 great power kills in the succession of a very short amount of time. I mean, including an intermission, but their power kill was spectacular all 3 times, and I think we got to give some props to them as well.
Especially the last 2. I mean, they didn't even really allow Mount to gain any rhythm on either of them. And this SBA defense has been phenomenal on the penalty when it's mattered most. Scuderi got it poked away by Desjardins. Here's cover. Back to Semetsis. They're going to call offside against Mount. With 18:50 to go here in this one.
You know, Tim, usually when we do a broadcast together, we do a Jay Costa clutch player of the game, but if SBA wins this, I might just give it to the entire defense at this point, the penalty kill squads. I mean, they did a really good job with all 3 penalty kills, so, and it really is the definition of clutch, and if they can pull this one out, score 2 more goals, and hold Mount off the rest of the game, I mean, who says it can't go to all of them, you know?
Jay, simmer down there, bud. It's a Mount broadcast.
I
They're
apologize.
still have the lead.
I apologize. I forget they're the home team.
So the referee telling the SBA telling the head coach, referee telling the SBA head coach, that was Dan O'Connell, Brent Rickett, those are the coaches underneath us for SBA, that, you can't make a complete line change in a situation like that, and that's their normal warning. If they do it again, it's a delay of game. Here's Kaler. Can get there. Thompson. One interference right there, not going to get it. Big collision behind the net. Involved in that one was Michael Romano for Mount. Hinterman will be offsides again against Mount St. Charles. So 2 in the last 2 trips trying to get in the offensive zone. And Mount, I mean, they're losing a lot of their rhythm offensively ever since their last goal, and the momentum as well. I mean, it's tough to regather that back when you allow 2 unanswered and if, went 0 for 3 on power plays.
Yeah, I think that comes down to complacency, Tim. They got really complacent with a 3-0 lead, and they've dropped a couple points now, and they really just need to focus back up and get back on the board, and I think they can with the talent on this roster.
A lot of time left. That's a loose puck.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. The left side of that was empty. Beamer escaped it, and St. Gelais couldn't get on target. Here's Turcotte. St. Gelais gets it back. St. Gelais steps into it, missed it left. So tipped up in the air, and it will be saved by Beamer.
There's a crazy sequence of events there, Tim. Glove saved by Beamer. Good job by him to get up there and grab it, jumping off the ice. Something I couldn't do, that's for sure. I'd slip and fall down after jumping like that. I mean, great job keeping his balance. And a couple of howitzers from St. Gelais. It's a great play there from both sides, and great save by Beamer.
17:38 and counting down here in this second half. But yeah, great play by Beamer. I should have get that 17:38 out before the clock moved a little bit more. But SBA looking to get the first goal of this second half. That shot saved, second opportunity. Got deflected. It was Thompson looking for number 2. Couldn't get a stick on the backhand attempt. This one going to squeak by Morgan. It's going to bounce way back over to Berard. Berard off the wall. Sidney Allen looking to make a play here, could not. Shot saved.
Man, Tim, some great play there again. A little bit of disorganization in the neutral zone leading up to that play, but just some great work overall by the defense once again. Another great stop, and now we got to face off once again.
Pelosi will find this one. Head to Summer. That one got tipped by Mazzola. And we'll bring this into the neutral zone for the face-off here. Pelosi off the wall. Great pass from Willis. Pelosi gets through one. Pelosi backhand shot, still alive. Saved by Jackson. Semetsis. Yaka puts it in there, and Jackson makes another great save. Bounced off the wall, and now it's loose, and it'll be taken here by Henderson. Got on that second try. They score on the rebound. It's Richie Janello, and it's a tie game at 3 apiece. Seacoast with 3 unanswered. Unbelievable.
Wow, Tim, the 15-year-old out of New Rochelle, New York, just tied it up, and what a spectacular play. 3 goals unanswered so far, and they've tied it up, knotted it up. Just great play overall from both sides, and Mount really needs to find a way to climb back and get some momentum back here. It's been 3 unanswered. They're not out of it still. It's tied now. They don't have a lead and they don't have a cushion to lean on anymore, so they need to get back into it and get some offensive pressure again.
Like you said, from New Rochelle, New York, shout out to Westchester County. That's where my girlfriend's from.
Oh, really?
So, gotta give her a shout out. On the air, but Mount in dangerous territory now, allowing 3 straight. Richie Janello just squeaked in there. Henderson with the assist as he took the initial shot there. And Mount in a vulnerable state now. This one will get by Galberto on the pass from cover. Scuderi got knocked down, and it'll fly into the bleachers here.
Yeah, it's always worrisome when you see a guy kind of flying headfirst into the boards, and
oh yeah,
you got to feel for them. I can't imagine how much that's got to hurt. I mean, especially these kids are 14, 15, 16 years old. Like, flying into the boards like that is, hopefully, he's obviously all right, but I'd be a little shaken up after that. So,
And if this game does go over, there's a lot of time left. Oh my God, they scored again. They scored again. It just tipped its way in.
Wow, Tim.
I was talking about going to overtime, but now the 4th goal in a row, and it's St. Gelais who puts SPA in front for the first time today. That one just snuck by Beamer, and he can't believe he let that one get by him. Unbelievable.
What great play by St. Gelais. Really did his best Paul George impression there in that Gatorade commercial. No overtime tonight, Tim. And just what a great run by him. By himself, dekes by the goalie, slots it in, and now a goaltender change here for Mount St. Charles.
Yeah, it's number 55 of the game. That's Nate Chiswick, who's in net. Seen Chiswick a lot last year. Beamer, and eventually this will be a tripping call. And this will be a power play for Mount. It's actually a hook, rather. And it is going to be against Sawyer Thompson. And a power play for Mount. They're 0 for 3 on the power play. 4-3, Mount down a goal. They've surrendered 4 in a row by 4 different goal scorers. And Mathis St. Gelais, 15-year-old from Notre Dame des Monts in Quebec. I have not taken French in about 7 years, so
yeah,
I did take 3 years in high school.
Really? I took Portuguese in high school. Now I'm struggling with elementary Spanish in college. So.
Yep, that checks out, Jay.
Yep.
But here is Mount on the power play for the 4th time today, and Galberto's shot gets saved. And a good look there in the slot. Jackson, who we haven't really given him enough credit for the way he's rebounded after allowing 3 early ones.
Yeah, he's had a really good second half, and spectacular play by him. He's been a brick wall since that 3rd goal that he let in.
Scuderi. Jakob will put this one down, get it back. Semetsis. Back to Scuderi. Cover. Is it up? Scuderi. Semetsis steps into it. That one's saved. Second try from Galberto, also saved. And he gets tangled up with a couple of black jerseys. Jackson again gets in there, and 32 seconds in the power play. 1:28 remains.
And this power kill by SBA already kind of showing their defensive acumen here. I mean, some great plays so far. Down a man, but really hasn't let too much in the back. Like hasn't let too much go. Only a couple shots here, and just trying to scramble to keep this defense alive.
Scuderi. Cover. Scuderi again. Right side. Back to cover. Puts it in the middle for Galberto. Tipped up in the air. And Samatas wants to chase back after this one. Get it back in the neutral zone here. As we are halfway through the power play. It's been a lot of this. A lot of Mount in their own end. And an icing call on the power play for Mount. Oh, man. That's not good. As cover couldn't get a stick on it. Samatas put a little bit too much sauce on that one. And we'll be going back on the other end here in favor of SPA.
Not what they needed right there, Tim. And now power play in their own defensive zone, or a face-off of their own defensive zone on the power play. You just got to hope they can win this and get some pressure on the other end now. Not much time on the power play left.
They do win the face-off. Trying to make some moves here. Willis couldn't get that one. Neither could Costello off the boards. Pelosi puts it down at the blue line. Costello knocked around, and Summer will race back for it. 30 seconds left on the Mount penalty. Power play, as I should say, the Seacoast Performance Academy penalty. Pelosi trying to dangle through. Pelosi, cross ice, saw his man Willis. Great vision there, Berard. Back to Willis, off his skate. Summer against the wall, final 5 seconds, and for the 4th time today, Mount St. Charles cannot score on the power play. It's been the death of them so far. This one almost had a chance on the long-range shot from Berard. Summer, back to Berard. Berard, ooh, just sneaking on the left side again. Berard. Off the wall, spin over to Pelosi. Pelosi inside, this one is loose, and it will be taken by SPA.
It's a great power kill again, Tim.
Sure was. And it's Sweeney. Another power kill again. Wow. And we keep saying, you keep stressing how important these penalties are. These chances that Mount's getting. I mean, SPA, they've only gotten 1 power play this whole game. They scored on it. And Mount, they've been granted 4 chances. Nothing.
Yeah, when, my coach used to always say, when the team leaves the door open, when they give you opportunities, you need to capitalize. If you don't capitalize, what's the point of playing? And, this is, God bless Coach Stinton, but, you gotta imagine that, they're trying their best, but they just haven't been able to do it to him.
And they tripped down Kaler. I thought they blew it dead. They did not. I think the players thought there was whistle too. And Kaler on the loose puck. Kaler has a chance. He got it saved again. Jackson with the right knee makes the play. Henteman. He lost control. Henteman again. Kaler, Henteman. Henteman. Shot there, saved. And, oh my goodness, they're going to call a penalty here. And they're going to call it unsportsmanlike on the bench too.
Wow.
Yeah, because unsportsmanlike conduct on the bench. It was
number 88, Watton.
Declan Watton. He said a bad word. We can't repeat it on the air, but he's going to the box for 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike. So now Mount, hey, 5th time could be a charm right here.
Tim, it could be.
2nd time in the box for Watton today. 1st time was for the interference earlier in the period. And now Mount on the power play, down a goal.
Yeah, Tim, the door is wide open. All they need to do is capitalize here. They've had so many chances, so many shots in these power plays, haven't been able to convert. Just a little bit of concentration and easing up on the hero ball, and they might be able to put one in here.
Got to be patient and fluid here, Mount. And they've had a lot of time on the wrong side of the ice on these power plays. This power play defense from SPA has been spectacular today. Cover, trying to get around Anderson, gives it up. Scuderi, the movement here off the puck. Scuderi takes it. That one got tipped. Second try for Jakob. It flies right in the glove of Jackson, who makes the save.
This is what I was talking about, though, Tim. They're starting to gel here. They're starting to pass more. We saw in the last few power plays they were holding it a lot more often. They were trying to dribble in between guys and get to the net themselves. They're passing it more. They're easing up. They're calming down. And this is exactly what they need. And they've gotten a couple good shots off. That last one was tipped in the air, but the rest of them have been really solid shots on the goal.
And they need some solid shots right here as we're already 30 seconds into the power play. Berard. Right side, Willis. It finds Pelosi. Tipped around. Oh, it was right there again. And Rowley couldn't tap it in. The closeout at the goal line once more. Willis feeds Pelosi with a chance. He got it saved again. Jackson closing out. Halfway through the penalty now. Berard makes the play to keep it in the offensive zone. Berard. Willis. Rowley. Back to Willis. Takes it, hits the post, still alive. Second try. That move there, it looked like it may have had a chance to go in. That's some hitting after the play. But the net, it came off the rails first. I'm trying to see who that was in the corner there.
Looks like Thompson, and I'm not sure who the other is, Tim.
That was Rowley who had a chance there to punch it in on the left side of the net, but the net, coming off first.
Oh, yeah.
To warrant the whistle with 10:41 left. This one, 47 seconds left on the power play. And Jay, even though they haven't scored it, obviously, this is looking like the best power play Mount has had, since the beginning of this game.
Yeah, this has been their best power play. They need to keep it up here. They've kept it on this side of the ice the entire time and a little bit in the neutral zone, but another one there, great
Berard,
shot.
Second chance here for Summer, not going to happen. Looking to clear it out is SPA. Berard will get back there. 30 seconds left on the power play. Final quarter of it. Ooh, and Chiswick falling down. Pelosi leaves it for Scuderi inside for Willis. Willis. Pelosi. Berard, final 10 seconds. Tipped around. Summer on the tip, almost punched in. Rowley, this one gets by him. And 4 seconds, Willis. Mount is 0 for 5 on the power play. 0 for 5. Berard, they still retain possession. Back to 5-on-5. Pelosi with some space. Got that one tipped. Summer. Willis trying to help out. Summer in the corner. Summer. Let's hit along the boards here. Willis. Pelosi. Tries to feed in there for Willis. It's off his shoulder. And Watton has it right out of the box here for SBA. And his shot gets saved. Great save. And I thought they were going to blow that dead, but Chiswick, he had it in his mitts for a little bit, then got rid of it. Here's Cover on the other end. Cover trying to get through. Get Scuderi out there with them too. They couldn't do anything with it there.
Cover almost went coast to coast there, Tim.
St. Gelais one-on-one with Semetsis. St. Gelais. Semetsis great closeout. Able to give it up to Desjardins. Mazzola. Good look. The slot. Mazzola gets it back. Lost the handle. Inside the final 8.5 minutes now. Mazzola. Watton, he just couldn't get a stick on it that time. Semetsis on the attack. Numbers here. Semetsis got tripped up, lost the puck. St. Gelais couldn't get there either with it. There's Mazzola. Shot hits the crotch of Galberto, and he puts it down. Get it right back. This one, saved by Jackson, flies into the netting. 8:08 to go. Will the heartbreak load up?
You know, Tim, they're really starting to get it together now once again. They started off hot, cooled down for a little bit. 8 minutes to go here, and they're starting to get that fire again, that need to put it back in the goal. And it's on the line. It's not desperation yet, but they're starting to feel it here. They really are putting in that energy that they should have been having the entire match. And they're just hoping they can put it in the back of the net. And I'm hoping they can put it in the back of the net because I want to see some more game of this. I want to see some more of this game. It's been a real barn burner, Tim.
The barn has been burning. Back at the barnyard. You might be too young for that show or that reference, Jay. I don't know.
I am a little too young, I believe.
But there's 8 minutes left. Mount has not scored since, in the last third of the first half. They haven't scored in a while. It was 3-0. I thought it was going to be 3-0 entering halftime. But then SPA, they scored twice in a 63-second span in the last 3 minutes of the first half. They've scored the only 2 goals of the second half, and it's been 4 unanswered for Seacoast Performance Academy.
Yeah, Tim, I think that's the beauty of hockey, especially at this high level and even at such a young age as these guys are. It swings so easily, and the momentum is never consistent, and that's why the game is where it is right now.
And another whistle here. Costello, offside against SPA. .7:34 left. Face off at center ice. Turcotte. That one got tipped. The way there, it was right next to Chiswick. It gets cleared out. And it's the Jardines down the ice. St. Gelais as well. Berard at center ice. That shot saved. Icing against Mount. 6:52 left. The emotions are high. It is intense. And, time is running out for the Junior Mounties to, at the very least, try to even this up.
Yeah, Tim. They really do need to even this one up. I think that they need to keep what they're doing up. They can't give up. They can't feel sorry for themselves right now. Yes, they conceded 4 consecutive goals. Yes, they had a 3-0 lead at one point, but the most important thing is continuing the pressure, continuing staying solid on defense, and keeping up that energy they've had for most of the second half.
You forgot another important bullet. Yes, they are 0 for 5 on the power plays as Freeman's shot is saved by Chiswick. Few new guys coming in for SPA. Down the ice, Willis has a chance. Willis saved. Second try, Pelosi. Willis again. No, they couldn't punch it in. A great defensive effort there as well by Mazzola. A penalty, though, on the other end.
Wow, spectacular play. Beautiful play. Ooh. A pass pinged across the ice. A great run, a great play made. Couldn't finish once again, and that's going to be the story tonight. Or this morning, I should say. It's going to be the story this morning if Mount can't win it. It's going to be the power plays, and it's going to be the opportunities like that they couldn't finish on.
Apologies, no penalty right there.
I believe it was an icing.
It was an icing, yes, my apologies.
Yeah.
Pelosi inside for Willis, it got tipped. Willis going to get it back here, but not. Jakob. This one's turned over. Lost puck, and it's saved that time. Summer gets it right back here, gives it up. Pelosi, too tall on the shot. This one, I think it went out of play right there. Did it, or was it icing? I couldn't see it.
I don't see the puck. I believe it did go out of play. Oh, there it is. It might have been, yeah.
Went all the way back to the other end somehow. 5.5 minutes left now.
Yeah, not much time to go, Tim. I think Desperation's going to start creeping in once we drop under that 4-minute mark. So we got about 1.5 minutes to go before we really start seeing how these guys work under pressure.
Coming up next on Fans Only Sports Network, the 18U matchup, Mount Junior Mounties and the Yale Hockey Academy. There's Berard, and a good defensive play by Desjardins to get low and deflect it. Another whistle blows here. Trying to figure out what's going on here. I feel like there's always an issue between the referees and one of the coaches.
Yeah.
in these games. I'm sure the ref telling SPA coach, if you want to talk to me one-on-one, we'll talk. So,
yeah.
Not sure if that was in an aggressive way, but you know, there's always some type of issue causes. Seem to be sorting things out here. Jackson is still on the sideline, the goaltender. He's got his helmet off as well, right below us.
Yeah, he doesn't seem very happy, honestly. I think he broke his padding, and they have to tape it back onto him. And I think that was also kind of what the coach was upset about as well. He seemed to be on why they take off, like why, how did that happen? How did that happen? So at the end of the day, it comes down to that, and I think that the most important thing is that they get his equipment back on, keep him safe, all that. And, we can get this game going once again.
Timeout called by Seacoast Performance Academy. Take a timeout ourselves. 4-3 the score here on Fans Only Sports Network. Mount looking to tie things up. SBA looking to get an upset win on the road here on Sunday morning. We'll be right back. All right, we're back following that long break and somewhat of a belligerent timeout. There was a lot of chirping in our commercial break right below us, but we're back. We don't want to show the kids getting each other's faces, but there's 5 minutes left on the dot in this game. And alas, we are resuming play. Thompson gets pushed down by Brody Berard, who lays out the boom on him. Thompson's shot deflected. Berard to Costello.
Tim, just based off of the interaction we had during the break, I'm not going to be surprised if we see a lot more physical play just like that.
Oh my goodness, is this one squeaking? No, Berard. It was Cover and Jackson behind the net who got into it right there. Almost tripped him down, it looked like, and it left the net empty for a second. Berard could not punch it in. They do blow it dead though now.
Yeah, that was a crazy sequence of events, Tim. But yeah, I'm not going to be surprised if we see more physical play like that. Knocking people over, kind of thing. We saw a lot more tame action with a couple big hits earlier in this one. Now the energy's starting to course and fly and flow right now. So we're going to see a lot more of that and a lot more crazy plays like that one we just saw.
Sure will, with 4:25 to go here in this first game. Second game obviously going to start later. It's supposed to start at 11:20. It's 11:25 Eastern time. So I'll start about, probably about 20 to 25 minutes late. As this one got tipped, and St. Gelais get it back here. St. Gelais shot a little bit too tall. Anderson couldn't hold on. Pelosi putting on the Jets. Rocco Pelosi. St. Gelais laying down to make the stop there defensively. Semetsis to Pelosi. This one tipped on the pass for Willis. And Jakob will get back there. Pelosi gets by him. Pelosi. Summer. Double teamed. Jakob trailing. Shot. Deflected. Pelosi got it that time. Seacoast trying to close this one out. There's Watton. To Semetsis, kicked at the blue line. Willis. And Mount, they've been on the plus side of the ice for a lot of this third period. Second half,
yeah.
But nothing to show for it on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's really disappointing. They've had so many attacking opportunities here and just haven't capitalized yet. Just under 3 minutes to go here, Tim. You got to imagine desperation starting to set in. They really want this, and it shows just by the way they're playing so aggressively.
2.5 minutes to go. It's Henderson. Semetsis lays the hit on him to jar that puck loose, get it back for Mount momentarily. There's Berard. He's got Galberto. Berard. Scuderio. It slips by him. Cover. Finds that puck. His shot gets saved. It was on net. And then the goaltender, Jackson, laying the hit on Scuderi.
Tim, I've never seen that before. A goaltender laying a hit like that.
In a game like this, with this much time, you got to make a play right there. 2 minutes left in regulation. Mount looking for an answer. Galberto. Gets it over to Cover. Cover to go, or Scuderi gets by him. Got to empty that net soon, too, with Chiswick. Pass inside. Scuderi trying to punch it in, could not. It's still free, and it pokes in for Galberto. Junior Galberto ties the game with 1:33 to go.
The absolute scenes here, Tim. A beautiful play by Galberto and a spectacular goal to tie this one up. They've been down all half. They've conceded 4 consecutive, and they needed something here. They had the energy, they had the fire, they had the fight for it, and they finally slot it with 1 minute to go. Absolutely like a movie script, Tim.
like a movie script.
It doesn't get better than this.
And with 93 seconds left, let's see if it gets even more cinematic right now. Gilberto with the goal, and they had bodies in front of that. They were cramming it right there, and they're able to tie things up in 4-piece. Unbelievable. And Jackson cannot believe that one got by him. He has done all he could this second half. And alas, Mount with a score, and Willis got tangled up there with Mazzola's helmet right there, as Stick did. Semetsis, that one's gonna squeak by him. Jakob will get there. To Semetsis, Thompson. Watton. Pelosi. This one flies up in the air. St. Gelais puts it down in center ice. Puts on the Jets now. He's out there with Watton. And he got his pocket picked by Jakob. Pelosi up to him. 30 seconds left. Summer couldn't hold on to it. And he trips up St. Gelais. Is that going to be a penalty? No. Looks like it was not intentional there. Here's Willis. Pelosi has a chance to win it. Pelosi with 15. Gets some space, gives it up to Cover. Off the stick hard. Cover gets crammed against the boards. Final 10 seconds. SPA bench just saying to eat this one, and I was actually going to stop it with half a second left, so there's half a second on the clock, but this game in all likelihood will end as a tie.
Wow. No overtime here?
No overtime here, as far as I know.
Man.
Actually, no, there might be, actually. I mean, you see,
yeah,
Seacoast, they have a tie on their record. Wilson comes out the ice for the final half second. And, you know, fans at home, sorry if, you know, I'm not doing a great job with these overtime rules, but we don't see overtime pretty much ever here at Mount, or like a tie game at least.
Yeah.
Now some pushing and shoving after the whistle between Berard and St. Gelais. Seacoast bench saying, this is the number one team in the country? No way. And that is how this game's going to end. A tie.
Wow.
4 apiece. I mean, Junior Mounties got 3-0 early. Seacoast with 4 in a row. And then Junior Gilberto with the game-tying goal with 1:33 left. I'm sure that SPA want to leave this one with a victory, but Mount the resilience to come back, tie it up late in the second half. What a game it was between these two teams.
Yeah, Tim Gilberto, really the hero tonight, or this morning, sorry. Really the hero this morning. I mean, just a spectacular way to tie it up. Absolute scenes there, and just a great play for both of these sides. I think you've got to be impressed with both of the way both teams played. They had their moments, they had their downfalls, but at the end of the day, it was a great game, a spectacular game. Yes. And, you know, we couldn't ask for anything better here at Mount. Isn't that right, Tim?
Absolutely. It's a game that featured 8 different goal scorers on 8 goals. Great goaltending for the most part. You know, it's a tale of two halves, but, you know, very impressive contest between two of the best 15U teams in the nation. So, Tim Duffy and Jay Costa, we'll see you guys here in a sec for the 18U game. Mount taking on Yale Hockey Academy coming up next here on Fan.